Ryan here from Business Trends TV, and today we're going to answer the question of how to find the best property manager. Today I have Gay and Bernie Kruxek on the line. They're from Total Care Property Management. How would you guys find a really good property management company?
Well, if we were looking for a good quality property manager, the first thing we'd do would be to go online. That's where everybody shops these days. And Google is the obvious first port of call there. So we'd go to Google, see what sort of reviews they've had from the general public. Also, we'd look at their website, see the quality of the website, the information there, and also any testimonials from previous clients who've used the service. I'd also want to know what sort of experience they'd had. So in our case, for example, we've been in the real estate business for 27 years. So we've seen quite a bit in the industry, and we've learned a lot from that. So we've used that experience to refine our own business. So experience is very, very important, I think, especially when you're handling someone's property. The client wants to know that the property manager knows what they're doing and they're experienced enough. They don't want someone just out of high school, in other words.
Yeah.
Thirdly, I would look at the quality of the service, and the first thing would be, do they offer a written guarantee? To fact, I mean, I firmly believe that any business should be prepared to offer a guarantee on their services. Otherwise, you have to ask the question, how much faith do they have in their product? So, for example, we offer a written guarantee, and it includes we guarantee to get back to the client within 2 hours if they leave a message. We also guarantee that any rent that we quote, we would back that up. So in other words, we don't overquote the rent just to get the business. So if we can't achieve the rent that we've quoted, we'll make up the difference for the term of the lease or until the next rent review. That's a pretty solid guarantee. And thirdly, if the client is not happy with our service after the first 3 months, we will refund their management fee and release them from the contract if that's what they want. No questions asked whatsoever. So that's a pretty solid guarantee, I think. Now, to be quite honest, I don't know of any other property managers who are offering that sort of guarantee.
Well, that is a solid guarantee, and I was going to ask you the question: what would somebody experience if they actually retained you all as a property management company? But I think you kind of answered it. What other things would they experience if they actually hired you as a property management company, Bernie?
Well, we're very much about the long-term relationship. People that sign up with us tend to stay with us forever. A couple of people have left and they've gone to other property managers, but within a year they've come back to us because you know, they didn't realise what they were missing. So they've come back to us, which is a good sign, actually, really good sign. But we're very much about the personal contact. We want to have a long-term personal relationship with the client. They have lots of contact from us, lots of information. We send out on emails and blogs and things. So, in other words, they become part of our family in a sense. They never become a number, and we're very conscious also of not growing the rent roll too big to the point where the client just becomes a number. And this is something I hear quite often in the business, you know. So we've made a deliberate decision to cap the number of properties we manage so that we can maintain that personal, ongoing relationship. And, you know, a good example of that is we actually get Christmas cards from our clients. So that says a lot, I think, about the quality of the service that we do manage. And some of the reviews we get are just off the planet, really. They're just fantastic. So, you know, if anyone comes with us, they're going to have a really good long-term personal relationship. And as I said, we offer these various guarantees, which I think are fairly unique in the real estate industry.
That's really powerful. Thanks for sharing that. Now, if I know you guys have some sort of a new client offer, what is that offer, Bernie?
Yeah, we've got a fantastic offer at the moment. So if anyone signs up with us as a result of this video, for example, we're going to give them the first 3 months free management fees. So no management fees for the first 3 months, so they can try before they buy, if you like. And secondly, we're going to pay their first 12 months landlord's protection insurance. That's worth around $290 for the year. So no management fees for the first 3 months, and free landlord's protection insurance. That's a pretty good offer, I think.
That's a great offer. And so if somebody mentions the word hangout to you guys, then they'll get those two things from you for free, basically the first 3 months, and then also the insurance. That's awesome. Thanks for that. I mean, that's a really. I wish I had an offer like that when I had my property about 10 years ago. So.
Well, it's pretty good, and the thing is, we wouldn't want to, we wouldn't want to keep hang on to anybody, if you like, by way of the contract if they weren't happy after the first 3 months.
Right.
So we give them that opportunity to check us out first, and to be quite honest, Ryan, no one has ever left us after that first 3 months. So that says something as well, I think.
Well, I guess that's smart for you to offer it then. People can try before they buy, and once they try, your experience has been that they stay. So I think it's a smart business decision. What's the best way to get a hold of you? Is it this 089444670 number?
That's the office phone number. Yes, or they can go to the website, which is www.totalcarepropertymanagement.com.au. And there's lots of links there that'll get them in contact with us.
Okay, awesome. So either call them on their phone number that's right below on the bottom third of their picture there, or you can just go to their website. So thanks for being on today, guys. I look forward to interviewing you sometime in the near future. And again, once we get some more questions in from the people that are watching the show, and we'll talk to you again soon. Okay.
Right. Thanks a lot, Ryan.